Butterflies are among the most beautiful and fascinating creatures on earth. Their colorful wings, graceful flight, and gentle presence make them symbol of beauty, transformation, and hope. But butterflies are much more than just pretty insects. They are important travelers of nature and provide valuable services to the ecosystem, agriculture, and even human lives. Today, we will explore the incredible journey of butterflies from egg to adult and discover how these delicate creatures help our planet in ways many people never imagine. Butterflies belong to order Lepidoptera, which also includes moths. There are more than 17,000 species of butterflies worldwide, living in forests, grasslands, gardens, mountain, deserts, and wetlands. The life of a butterfly begins as a tiny egg. The female butterflies carefully choose host plants to lay their eggs because the young caterpillar will need fresh leaves to eat after hatching. Different butterfly species prefer different plants. Some choose milkweed, others citrus trees, wild herbs, or flowering shrubs. After few days or weeks, depending on the species and climate, the egg hatches into a caterpillar, also called as larva. This stage is all about eating and growing. Caterpillars consume leaves rapidly and shed their skin several times as they become larger. Though some people consider caterpillar pests, they are an essential part of the butterfly's life cycle. When caterpillar has grown enough, it forms a pupa. This is one of the nature's greatest miracles. Inside the caterpillar's body transforms completely. Tissues reorganize, wings develops, antennae form, and crawling insects become flying masterpiece. After days or weeks, an adult butterfly emerges. At first, its wings are soft and folded. It pumps fluid into them, waits for them to dry, and then begins its first flight. This movement is one of the most beautiful transformations in nature. Butterflies are famous travelers. Some species migrate over long distances. The monarch butterfly is one of the most well-known migratory insects, traveling thousands of kilometers across North America. Other species move seasonally in Asia, Africa, and Europe, depending on rainfall, food, plants, and temperature. These journeys are not random. Butterflies move in search of nectars, breeding grounds, safe climate conditions, and host plants for their eggs. These migrations show how even tiny creatures can navigate large landscape. Butterflies provide one of the most important ecosystem services, pollination. As butterflies visit flowers to drink nectars, pollen grains stick to their bodies and move from one flower to another. This helps plants reproduce and produce seeds and fruits. While bees are stronger pollinators in many crops, butterflies also play a major role, especially in wildflowers and garden plants. Their long proboscis allows them to feed on deep flowers that some insects cannot reach. Butterflies support biodiversity. Healthy butterfly population usually indicate a healthy environment. Where butterflies are abundant, there are often diverse plants, clean habitats, and balanced ecosystems. Scientists use butterflies as a bioindicators. This means they study butterflies' numbers and diversity to understand habitat quality, climate change, pollution, and environmental disturbance. If the butterflies disappear from an area, it may signal ecological problem. Butterflies also serve as a food for many animals. Birds, spiders, reptiles, frogs, and other insects feed on eggs, caterpillars, and adult butterflies. This makes them an important link in the food chain. In agriculture, butterflies can indirectly benefit from farms by pollinating flowering plants near crop fields. Wild habitats around farms often support butterfly species that improve biodiversity and help maintain ecological balance. Butterflies are also valuable for ecotourism. Many people travel to parks, forests, and gardens to watch butterflies. Butterfly houses and butterfly festivals attract visitors worldwide. This creates jobs and encourages conservation. Their metamorphosis teaches powerful lesson about growth and change. Butterflies in Asia are especially diverse. Countries like Pakistan, India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia host hundreds of species. From mountain valleys to tropical forest, Asia is rich in biodiversity of life. Protecting these insects can improve biodiversity in local landscapes. Butterflies face many threats today. Habitat loss is one of the biggest danger. When forests are cut, grasslands are destroyed, and gardens lose native plants, butterflies lose food and breeding sites. Pesticides are also, another serious threat. Chemicals sprayed on crops and gardens may kill caterpillars and adults directly. Even when they survive, nectar plants may disappear. Climate change affects the butterflies by shifting seasons, rainfall, and temperature. Some species may emerge too early or too late compared to the flowering time. Others may lose suitable habitat completely. Light pollution can disturb butterfly and moth behavior, especially species active at dawn and dusk. Urban expansion also reduces green spaces needed for survival. How can we help butterflies? Plant flowers rich in nectar, such as marigold, sunflower, lantana, and native wildflowers. Include host plants for caterpillars because butterflies need places to lay eggs. Avoid excessive pesticides. Use natural gardening methods whenever possible. Create small wild corners in gardens with leaves, grass, and shrubs. Butterflies need shelter from wind and rain. Provide shallow water. Butterfly gardens are special gardens designed to attract spores and protect butterflies. They are filled with flowering plants, host plants for caterpillars, shelter areas, and safe spaces where butterflies can feed, breed, and complete their life cycle. These gardens are not only beautiful places full of colors and movements, but they also play an important role in nature conservation and environmental health. Around the world, butterfly populations are facing many threats such as habitat destruction, pesticide use, pollution, and climate change. Natural forest and wildflowers areas are disappearing due to urban development and intensive farming. Butterfly gardens helps by creating small habitats where these delicate insects can survive. A butterfly garden can be made in a large park, home lawn, schoolyard, farm edge, rooftop, or even in a small balcony. Size does not matter as much as plant selection and proper care. Even a tiny space with nectar rich flowers can become a resting place for butterflies. To understand butterfly garden, we must first understand the butterfly life cycle. Butterflies pass through four stages: egg, caterpillar, pupae, and adult butterfly. Adult butterflies need flowers for nectar, while caterpillars need host plant to eat. This means a successful butterfly garden must provide both nectar plants and host plants. Nectar plants are flowering plants that produce sweet liquid used by butterflies as a food. Popular nectar plants include marigold, sunflower, lantana, cosmos, and jasmine, and also some native flowers. Brightly colored flowers such as yellow, orange, red, pink, and purples are especially attractive. Host plants are equally important. These are the plants where female butterflies lay eggs and where caterpillars feed after hatching. Different butterfly species use different host plants. Some caterpillars prefer citrus plants, curry leaves, milkweed, grasses, and legumes. Without host plants, butterflies may visit the garden but cannot reproduce here. Butterfly gardens provide one of the most important ecological services: pollination sport. As butterflies move from flower to flower, drinking nectars, they transfer pollen between blossoms. This helps plants reproduce and produce seeds, fruits, and future flowers. While bees are major pollinators, butterflies also contribute significantly, especially in the gardens and wild landscape. Another important benefit of the butterfly garden is the biodiversity conservation. When butterflies are spotted, many other helpful creatures also benefit. Bees, ladybirds, dragonflies, spiders, birds, and beneficial insects often visit these gardens. A butterfly garden can become a mini ecosystem full of life. Butterfly gardens are valuable educational tools. Schools and colleges can use them to teach students about insects, pollination, life cycles, ecology, and conservation. Watching a caterpillar transform into a butterfly gives children direct experience with nature's wonders. These gardens also improve mental health and well being. Studies show that green spaces reduce stress, improve mood, and encourage relaxation. Watching butterflies flying gently among flowers can create peace and joy. This is why butterfly gardens are popular in parks, hospitals, botanical gardens, and homes. In cities, butterfly gardens are especially important because urbanization often removes natural habitats. Concrete buildings, roads, and pollution make survival difficult for insects. Butterfly gardens act like green islands where butterflies can feed and rest during the movement through urban landscapes. Climate change is affecting the butterflies by changing temperature, rainfall, and flowering season. Gardens with diverse plant species can provide shelter and food during changing conditions. They may help some butterflies populations adapt to the environmental stress. Butterflies gardens also support local agriculture indirectly by increasing pollination presence in nearby areas. There can help. In conclusion, butterfly gardens are much more than decorative flower beds. They provide food and shelter for butterflies, support pollination, increase biodiversity, educate people, improve mental well being, and help conservation in cities and villages alike. Whether large or small, every butterfly garden matters. If you plant flowers for butterflies today, you are planting life for tomorrow. For more videos related to animals and science facts, do not forget to like, subscribe our channel ZooSphere. Butterflies are